For years, Francesca felt different from everyone else but couldn't understand why. When she was diagnosed with autism at the age of 32, it felt like a weight had lifted.
I describe it like the pieces of my life aligning to form the perfect picture. Everything just suddenly made sense. To have the answers to why I had struggled my entire life was self-validating and also empowering.
As a child, Francesca became skilled at hiding her feelings of anxiety and frustration. But in her teens, she started to self-harm. She couldn't hold down a job, dropped out of university, and developed a gambling addiction.
I did seek help, must have been about 19, 20 at the time, and I was misdiagnosed with Puro, which is a form of obsessive compulsive disorder. A couple of years later, I was misdiagnosed with a personality disorder.
In her early 30s, Francesca was still facing massive challenges by now losing tens of thousands of pounds through her gambling. She was referred to a nurse practitioner who thought she might have autism.
She also questioned, do you really want a diagnosis since there's nothing you can do about it anyway? And to be honest, I was astonished by this.
After struggling to get a diagnosis on the NHS, Francesca went to a private consultant who confirmed she had the developmental condition. He says he's seen a huge rise in the number of women self-referring with suspected autism.
They often have a history of other diagnoses, anxiety disorders, sometimes personality disorders, fibromyalgia, various types of things.
Charities say more training and specialists are needed.
Many females don't have the classic meltdown. Many females actually go into shutdown mode. They have they come across as being very shy, very reserved.
We are losing girls. I'm not over dramatizing. Unlike the rest of the population, where there's greater suicidality amongst males than there is amongst females, in the autistic population, more females than males are going to be suicidal. We are actually losing children to this.
Francesca has now written a book about her experience in the hope it will encourage other women and girls to get a diagnosis.
I really do believe that there's a lot of girls out there who have either been misdiagnosed or are living their lives undiagnosed. Having that diagnosis at a younger age would have made a huge difference for me, as I'm sure it would for many people. I feel now that I can remove the mask and just be myself.
Louise Hosey, STV News.